Jay Martinez with Fight Hub TV here with Victor Ortiz in beautiful Acapulco, Guerrero, Mexico.
Yeah.
How are you enjoying your time here?
Man, it's good. It's just a little hot, you know.
A little hot?
Oh, a lot hot, man. But it's been great. It's been great. You know, a lot of love has been shown. 60th anniversary for WBC with Mr. Mauricio Soleiman. It was an invite directly from him, so we can't say no to the man himself, you know.
Yeah, of course. Let's talk about the current state of boxing right now. We just currently saw that Bivol beat Ramirez once he beat him. Annihilate him, let's just say that, to say it the least. What did you think of that fight overall?
Well, I personally had never seen Zurdo Ramirez fight, and but it didn't take for me to see any of that fighting style take place. I told the nephews, I strongly believe that Bivol has a technicality in boxing that's just, it's not super aggressive, but it's just right. And it's defensive, offensive, and he's a good fighter. So I didn't see Zurdo Ramirez beat him at all. Not that I saw the fight, but I just couldn't see it. And I told the nephews, I believe Zurdo's in for a rough night. He'll get maybe a loss, more than likely a loss. And, you know, that was it.
Now, obviously Bivol has 2 victories this year, one over Canelo, one over Zurdo.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What do you think he should go from here? Do you think he should face Beterbiev? Because they're talking about that fight in the weight class of 175. We're jumping to a rematch with Canelo. What do you think would be the best option for Bivol?
I believe that Bivol will do it again against Canelo. If that's the case, I called that fight as well. And, you know, people get it twisted. I don't do a biased opinion. It's boxing for me. It's a sport. 2 different weight classes, 2 different people that don't. First of all, Bivol fights in his weight class. Canelo's smarter than me. He don't have no business in that weight class. So at the end of the day, I mean, is he a 160 pounder? Yeah, but come on, man. You gotta stay in your lane. That's what I feel and I think. So I believe Bivol, awesome. Whatever he chooses to do. If he wants an easier fight, I think maybe a Canelo.
You think it'll be an easier fight against Canelo in the rematch for Bivol?
Absolutely.
Even if it's a 168?
168, well, like I said, Bivol doesn't need to come down to 168 because
he doesn't need to prove anything.
No, he doesn't need to, not at all. That's Bivol's weight class. He's the champ. Want to beat the champ, come up to the champ.
Let's switch the page. You know, a lot of topics to talk about real quick. We saw recently the Errol Spence Terrence Crawford fight just, fights off.
That's what I heard. I just heard that today, actually.
Really? Yeah, it's been the biggest news because, obviously everybody wants to see that fight and just been off. What's your overall thoughts about that? It all goes down to the money.
I actually found out this morning. I was with Sean Porter and they interviewed us as well, and they asked us about that. Ellie Seckbach did, and I was just like, well, I didn't really know what was going on there. I thought it was a done deal was going on. I just personally, that would be a fight that fans want to see and want to watch. Fans win that night. I mean, I agreed with Sean Porter's breakdown of the fight, and we both chose Errol Spence on that one.
Do you think Errol Spence will overpower Terrence Crawford?
I believe so.
Why do you think that? I mean, do you think it's maybe because Errol Spence maybe height,
I just think
power? Because we all know that Crawford knows he has a high IQ in boxing, so that's one of the skills that he possesses over Spence. They just say that.
I wouldn't say that. I don't think the IQ is higher than Errol Spence's. I don't think the style that he carries is better than Errol Spence's. I think Errol Spence is he's a very hard fighter for anyone.
Wilder just recently beat. He just had a victory.
Yeah, the Bronze Bomber.
Yeah, the Bronze Bomber.
Yeah, man, he did his thing.
Yeah, he beat.
Good job, big bro.
Recently.
Absolutely.
What's your real thoughts about that? What should Wilder go for next? Because there's offers for him to jump. Andy Ruiz.
He's got the world. He's got the world, man. Whatever he wants,
Would you like to see him?
That's a fight that I'm nowhere near those weight classes. Not even in my heaviest. So I'm just a fan for them and whatever they choose, man. But Bronze Bomber, that's my dude. I love him.
If that fight presents itself for Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder, how would you?
I heard about that. Shoot, I'm a boxing fan that day. No comment, man.
No comment. What about Wilder and Joshua? That's also another topic. Wilder potentially facing Joshua.
Oh man, Wilder, Joshua.
No comment again.
Wilder for me. Sorry, Anthony. I just, that's my boy, but
You're gonna ride with Wilder all day.
Yeah. Wilder, man.
What's so special about Wilder for you at this moment?
You know what? boxing wise, he's full of power. I mean, he's a good dude. So I'm with that guy.
Last question. I don't know if you heard Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez. Overall thoughts about that fight? It's one of the biggest fights to start 2023.
Caleb just knocked out one of my boys that we were on the USA team together. You know, we were all part of Team USA. Sean Porter, Terrell, you know, all of us, and it was a. I didn't like seeing that, but it's part of the game, part of the sport. I don't know, man. I think personally, non-biased opinion, I go for David Benavidez, but that's just me. I don't know much about boxing.
Overall prediction for that fight, you think Benavidez, you know, his speed, let's just say his
I just think Benavidez is he's young, he's relentless, and he's coming for what it is.
If he wins, he beats, you know, provided that he wins that night against Caleb Plant, do you think he deserves a shot against Canelo?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely.
Quick prediction on that fight?
Oh man, Benavidez.
So Benavidez
is just too powerful, too big, too careless. He's coming.
But even if you compare the resumes, you know, Benavidez's resume with Canelo's, I mean,
yeah, but it's always been in the lower weight class, man.
Okay.
This guy's career is there.
Okay.
You know, it all goes back to the Bivol type thing. It's a super welterweight, middleweight versus a light heavyweight right now. Two different worlds, man.
Some big news, huh? So one big news that you want to talk about.
Well, you know, it's interesting. I was invited here personally by Mr. Mauricio Soleiman. And of course, that's, like I said early on, you can't say no to Mr. Jose Soleiman, or Mauricio Soleiman. Jose is his father, may he rest in heaven. But yes, I'm here to present boxing in the metaverse. The metaverse is a virtual reality, and you know, I'm taking with my team a big reality for the world, bro. I'm bringing awareness to not only the world in, I guess, video games. I'm bringing God here, man, because kids have lost the way of that. Between my business partner, Tim and Justin, we're here to present something beautiful, all in God's will, God's way, on His time. And we're here, man. So WBC has partnered up with us. I've created a belt, WBC Metaverse. And I would tell you more details, but I'm gonna surprise you guys very soon.
The metaverse is quickly making a change in I guess in the
really
virtual world and social media world.
It's going to.
There's been concerts of different, you know, Travis Scott, Justin
Absolutely,
Bieber.
yeah.
There's obviously like.
Here's a little insight for you. We will be mixing concerts in the metaverse with the boxing fights. That's all I can say.
So how would that work out? Like when the metaverse, like is you know.
I'll show you when it gets here.
Any promotions? Any more? You're talking
Royalty Promotions team by Victor Ortiz. So check it out, guys.
Thank you.
Que Dios lo bendiga.
Thank you, Victor.